Hi, and welcome back to Mel's Sparkling Kaszazz. Today I want to show you a new technique that I've just learned. It's called black ice technique. So you can kind of see it on camera. There we go, that's a better angle. So I'm just going to run you through how to make this card today. Okay, first thing you need is some foil. So today I've used some of our foil from our SB Essential strains, some archival ink. Now you just want to scrape the side of it, so you want to use the top edge of your pad as you scrape across the foil. So you just want to kind of scrape across that edge and slide it down the foil. And just scrape that edge. I'll show you what it looks like in a second. And I'm just going to turn that back around and do it the other way as well. So you have, there we go there. Now we're going to stamp our image on there. Today I'm using one of the stamp sets from the Oasis collections, the Liliums. So I'm just going to place that on there. Still using my archival ink. So we're just going to scrape our ink pad across our stamp so that we don't get any on the edges of our stamp. Using our precision press, we're just going to keep that in place. So there we have our stamped image. There we go, that side. Stamped image. So now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to heat set that using our heat embossing tool, our heat tool. This will just stop it from rubbing on our next step. So because it's foil that we're using, we just want to heat set the image so we don't smudge it. Now we're going to grab our embossing ink and we're going to make streaks down the foil the same as we did with the archival. So we just want that nice light. The trick to this is to do this stage really lightly. You don't want it completely covered. You just want that really nice streaky look. We're then going to use our clear embossing powder and we're going to sprinkle that all over the foil. I always use my embossing powder onto a scrap piece of paper that I can then tip back into my embossing jar just to save on that excess. Okay, we're gonna just heat set that again. So you can see the powder there in that streaky fashion. And we're just gonna heat set that like we normally would with an embossing powder until it goes clear. Really easy to see on the foil it change. Which is good. I'll try and get the angle right so you can see that. So you've got some beautiful, there we go. You can't see the picture, but you can see the embossing. So when you add that to the picture behind it, it's very, very effective. So that's all we have to do for that bit. Now we're gonna grab our black card, which I've already scored and folded. Place that in the precision press. Now I've cut the foil to leave a nice border around the card. And I'm just gonna use one of our happy birthday stamps from the spring collection. I'm gonna place that down the bottom in the middle, and I'm going to keep that with the theme today, and I'm going to just put some clear embossing powder over it. Clear embossing ink, I should say. And then some silver embossing powder. So we're just going to stamp that. Okay, this time we're going to use our silver embossing powder. And again, I can tip the scrap into my jar because I've put my excess into a jar. And again, we're going to heat set it. Now all that's left to do is simply attach our black ice technique to the card. So I'm just going to whack a little bit of double-sided tape on there. I'm using a little bit more double-sided tape than what I normally would, just because the foil is so thick and we have used some heat technique to that. So we don't want it to curl on afterwards. So bear with me while I detach the tape. And obviously tape is always easier to get off when nobody's watching. Okay. So I'm just going to center that onto my black card. And then we have a beautiful card using the black ice technique. So I hope you enjoy using this one, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Enjoy!